Thanks for coming, guys. As always, we appreciate you guys taking some time to listen about soccer. Great weekend, great week for us, really. Last Thursday, we beat La Tech at home and really a dominating performance, 5-0 with some really good goals and just a really good defensive performance again. And then, fix that. Perfect. Then, there we go. And then last night headed to UCF. On Saturday went to UCF to play the Knights down in Orlando, and we came away with a 2-1 victory. Really good. Fix it. Check. Test. There we go. So anyway, went to Orlando to play UCF. Won 2-1. Really hard-fought match. We got stuck with a weather delay. Right in the middle of it, we were up 1-0 and then had about an hour and 20-minute weather delay. But the team came back out in that first half and got another goal to go 2-0 up at halftime, and we're playing very well. It was a great goal set up by Mary Kate McGuire that Aubrey Mister scored. So really, again, one of our transfers to another one of our transfers. So did a great job there. And then a great goal from Taylor Radecki with a fantastic service to the back post that Mo O'Connor put away for what ended up being the game winner. UCF got to go back in the second half. We just kind of battled the rest of the way, but really happy with the team, playing at a good level. Defensively, we've been very, very good, which is really important this time of year. And we've got one more weekend coming up this weekend before we head into SEC play. We play Western Kentucky on Thursday night at home, and then home again Sunday against Southern Miss. So I'd love for people to come out, see the team. They're a fun team to watch. We put a lot of pressure on teams. We're working really hard. We're very, very deep. It's making it, team really believing right now and scoring some good goals and playing well defensively. So happy with that. And then after that weekend, we head into conference play where we start out at Kentucky. Any questions?
One goal in the first 6 matches. Is it Ashley up in her game, or does it speak to the entire defense kind of taking that next step this season?
Yeah, Jake, a little bit of both. I mean, overall as a team, we're defending great. It's, a total team effort, from the forwards of Mo and MK and Molly and still those guys that play up there into our midfield's really working hard. We have Riley Freyson is one of our new players who's doing a great job for us at holding mid. Lauren Montgomery, who didn't play last year, is doing a good job really kind of replacing Channing Foster. So we're getting some really good work rate out of the total team defending. Then our back line has been just rock solid. Playing 5 guys back there, kind of rotating through, and they've all been really, really good. Sin Michaelax, a 6-year senior who's been great for us. Taylor, Price LaPosser, Haley Cloud, and Kayla Haggerty have been just fantastic for us in the back. But Ashley has made us save in every game that's either kept us lead, kept a clean sheet. She's been just phenomenal. She's playing lights out for sure.
Kind of on the flip side of that, 11th ranked scoring offense with just over 3 goals a game. I know there's some new faces, but schematically, what have you been kind of the most impressed with so far? A couple games into the year.
Yeah, we've really kind of stayed true to what we've been in the last few years, and we had Molly Martin, who was a dominant player in the Air Force on set pieces, and we've kind of gone back to that same plan of being dominant in the air and really trying to put balls in the box a bunch. Last night we had 25 crosses. That's a lot of crosses. That kind of pressure on a team is going to be hard for an opposing team when we're really hungry in the box. And I think that the team's doing a great job of digging it out. And Mary Kate McGuire has been a great addition to us. She's got 4 goals. Mo O'Connor's got 4 goals, so we're kind of spreading it around as well. And I'm just happy with how the fight of the team really to get on the end of balls in the box.
Matt, you've mentioned transfers a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Just how big of an impact have these transfers made on the club that you already had, and how have they folded into it?
Yeah, it's been huge. If you look at our team, our total team, we're starting on any given day, because, you got to look at Ashley was a transfer from Tennessee back 4 or 5 years ago, and Taylor's a transfer. We're starting 4 or 5 or 6 transfers that came to us, at some point in their career. It's been huge, and it's been huge for our team to really, bring them in and welcome them and know that maybe they're taking some starting spots. But, the team right now is really all bought in. Everybody's really hungry and happy with their role at this point. So it's been huge. The transfer portal has changed the landscape completely. I know in most sports it certainly has in soccer as well. Yeah. Chuck?
Speaking of the landscape, has the landscape of high school soccer in Mississippi gotten any better to where you can, get some of the talent from Mississippi?
Yeah, we've got a number of Mississippi kids. I don't want to forget anybody, but obviously right here in Oxford, we've gotten two, right? We have Mo O'Connor, and now we have Grace Freeman. Unfortunately, Grace Freeman's out with a season-ending injury, but she's going to be a big time for us. She's going to be a big time for us, and we're doing a really good job in the state. It's our goal to get the best players out of this state every year, the ones that are we think are good enough to play for us. I think for the most part we've done that. We've got a couple good ones coming in the next couple recruiting classes as well. But that emergence of Mississippi high school soccer has been massive for us over the last probably 10 years since I've been here. It went from we were lucky to get one to now there is, could be up to 10 or 12 in any given year that can play for us, state, Southern, whoever. But we've been really lucky, and we've gotten some really good ones. Mo O'Connor's our captain. She's doing a great job for us, and she's right in our backyard, which is nice.
Talk to us a little bit about how you foresee the SEC. Who's the powers? Where you stand in that echelon right now, you think?
Yeah, it's a great question because it's Arkansas is one of the last 3 years. They graduated a huge class just like we did. They're playing well again, but Tennessee's returned the most. They're probably the favorite, I would say, but it is going to be a dogfight, Chuck. It really is. I don't think right now I would say anybody's completely out of it, and I don't think there's a clear favorite. Maybe Tennessee gets a little bit of a nod, but over that, it's going to be a wild ride, And part of it for all of us is who do you play? Who do you play? Who do you miss? Because we don't play everybody. So that schedule and where do you play them? Do you play home? Do you play away? Do you play on Sunday? When you play them, all those things are hugely important this year. So it's going to be a fun, exciting SEC soccer year, no question, because I don't think there's a clear favorite.
Matt, back to the recruiting piece.
Yeah.
As far as the portal goes, do you have like a magic number? We're going to say X number. You just go year to year and see what your needs are
For recruiting?
for numbers of
Yeah,
portal transfers.
we like to have a squad of about 24 players. So that's 6 a year. So that's around the number. But, again, with COVID, we got an extra year, so we're carrying 27 this year. But we'd like to be somewhere between 24 and 27. Again, we'll lose that COVID year after next year, so it'll even out a little bit more. But that's the numbers we're trying to get around 6. But again, with the transfers, it has changed. It has inflated the rosters a little bit, those fifth-year transfers. So, yeah.
You kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but Mo O'Connor being right here from the backyard. How have you seen her grow the most, as a player during her time here?
Yeah, Mo, when she first got here, she just smashed the ball any chance she got. It didn't matter. She didn't think about. She just, she scored so many goals in her career in high school because she hit the ball harder than everybody, and the goalkeepers couldn't save it. Well, now we're at a point where the goalkeepers can save it if you're hitting it right at them, right? So she's really developed into a finisher and finding ways to score goals, whether she's bending balls or slotting balls, and then really thinking the game. Before, really, with her growing up, they would say, give it to Mo, and Mo would just go, and she would just dribble through everybody and score. Well, she's had to learn how to play a little bit more, play with her teammates and that kind of stuff, and because she's done that, she's become just a powerhouse for us. She's on everybody's scouting report now, which is great, and I'm excited we got another year with her, too, for sure. Anything else? All right, guys, thanks very much.